Imagine your neighbor puts a Rolex out at a yard sale for $5. Not because it's broken, not because it's fake, but because they have no idea what they're holding. Now imagine you walk past that yard sale, you see the Rolex, and you keep walking because the price tag says $5 and your brain tells you it can't possibly be real. That's the trap. Toshi is the cat-themed token that lives on Coinbase's base blockchain. It is down 92% from its all-time high. It has been sitting in the bargain bin for months. But the on-chain data, the actual blockchain receipts that never lie, are showing something different. Someone is quietly cleaning the shelf. And today on Crypto Nomad, we're going to look at exactly what the data says. First, let's talk about what everybody sees when they look at Toshi right now. On the surface, this looks like a dead cat, no pun intended. The all-time high hit in January 2025, roughly $0.0023. Today it sits around $0.00018. That is a 92% drawdown from the top. Market sentiment across crypto is sitting in what analysts call extreme fear. Total market volume is down over 30% in 30 days. Meme coins as a category have been hit hard. Toshi is a high beta asset, meaning it amplifies whatever the market does, both up and down. So on the surface, grim, dark. But here's where it gets interesting, because what's underneath the chart tells a different story. In traditional finance, you cannot see inside the market. You get a quarterly earnings report, maybe some insider trading disclosures months later. The game is opaque. Crypto is different. The blockchain is a public ledger. Every wallet, every transfer, every accumulation event, it's all there, permanently recorded. You just have to know how to read it. Think of it like a glass-walled building. From the outside, no lights, price is down, story looks over. But if you press your face to the glass and look carefully, you can see people moving around inside, rearranging everything. On-chain data from December 2025 shows fresh wallets accumulated over 133 billion Toshi tokens. That was 31.7% of the entire circulating supply, roughly $52 million worth, moved into new hands quietly while the price went sideways. At the same time, exchange balances were trending lower. When tokens leave exchanges, it usually means people are not selling. They're moving assets into private wallets because they plan to hold them, not trade them. Imagine a town has a grain market. The price of grain has been falling for months. Everyone is selling. The headlines say grain is worthless. But quietly, 3 or 4 wealthy farmers start buying up every grain silo in town and moving the grain out of the market into private storage. They're not panicking. They're accumulating. When supply gets tight enough and demand picks back up, those farmers are in a very different position than everyone who sold at the bottom. That is the pattern the Toshi on-chain data is showing. It doesn't guarantee a price move, but it is a data point that deserves serious attention. Here's where the Toshi story separates itself from the typical meme coin narrative. Most meme coins are purely speculative. There's no product, no revenue, no infrastructure. It's like a sandcastle, beautiful when it's fresh, but give it one tide and it's gone. Toshi is not a sandcastle. Toshi ecosystem has generated over $1.2 million in real protocol revenue. Over 120 projects have launched through its launchpad. There is a working product underneath the price chart. Think of it this way. There's a difference between collecting baseball cards hoping they'll be worth something someday versus buying shares in the company that makes baseball cards at a 90% discount during a slow quarter. That's the distinction here. Now let's talk about what could shift the narrative from quiet accumulation to broader attention, because accumulation only matters if there's a reason for the market to eventually notice. Exchange listings have already proven they are explosive catalysts for Toshi. When Coinbase added Toshi to its listing roadmap in January 2025, the price jumped over 130%. When it listed on Upbit in September 2025, it gained 80% and saw a 2,400% volume surge in a single day. Right now, Toshi is already on Binance Futures and Binance Alpha, their incubation platform. A full Binance main spot listing has not happened yet, but it remains the most watched pending catalyst in the community, and it would open the door to Binance's massive global user base. Then there's Toshi Mobile. In July 2025, Toshi partnered with World Mobile to launch a decentralized phone carrier running on blockchain infrastructure. That waitlist is now live. When a real consumer product goes live tied to a token's ecosystem, it creates an entirely new class of potential holders. And the backdrop for all of this is Base itself. Coinbase's Layer 2 blockchain, Base and Solana together, now account for 56% of total blockchain market interest according to CoinGecko. Base is growing fast, and Toshi is Base's unofficial mascot. If you want to verify any of this yourself, and I encourage you to, here's exactly where to look. Go to basescan.org and search for the Toshi token contract. You can see the live holder count, the top wallet distribution, and whether exchange wallets are gaining or losing supply in real time. Go to Dune Analytics and search Toshi. The community has built public dashboards tracking holder growth over time on Base. These are SQL-generated charts pulling directly from on-chain data. Not speculation, not price prediction algorithms, raw blockchain activity. The loudest trades in crypto are rarely the best ones. The assets sitting quietly in the dark, down 90%, ignored, written off, are sometimes the ones being assembled by patient, informed money the entire time. The price tag says $5. Most people keep walking, but the blockchain doesn't lie. And right now, the blockchain says someone picked it up. Do your own research. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. I am Crypto Nomad. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.